I'm Johnny, and this is my North Beach. Putting it all below. Today I'm going to make some tortellini and brodo. I've been doing a little heavy eating over the holidays, so I want to kind of slim down a little bit, and I want to slim down what's on my table too. Here's what we're going to use for both the chicken broth, the brodo, and the filling for the tortellini. We've got celery, carrots, a half an onion, garlic. These are dried porcini. I've got some tomato paste. You buy it in the tube, you squeeze out what you need, keep it in the refrigerator, and it'll last for a while in the refrigerator. We have some rosemary, and we have some Parmigiano Reggiano. I'm going to have both vegetarians and meat eaters at my table. So I'm going to cook the brodo and the tortellini so that I start with a vegetable broth, and then I'll add chicken to it after I set some of the vegetarian broth aside for the vegetarians. The other part of the filling is meat. And I have here a piece of mortadella that's cut in a thick slice because I'm going to chop this up. And I have a piece of pancetta. So this is the Italian unsmoked bacon. We're going to roast the pancetta and the pork butt cut up in cubes in the oven. So let's start with some celery. I don't need to cut this into very small pieces. Next we'll do some carrot, and this we're just going to cut in half. And my favorite garlic over here. I always like to put a little bit of garlic in my broths. Some olive oil. Not too much this time, just enough to be able to coat the vegetables that I want to saute in here a little bit. Celery, the carrots, the onion, and the garlic. And I'm putting it all right in here. We'll wait for this to come up to temp. See some whiffs of smoke coming up. So I'm just going to add to the water so that we can start cooking our vegetable broth. I'll put some aside for my vegetarian guests before I introduce any of the chicken parts to turn it into a chicken brodo, which for the majority of the people at my table, that's what they're going to be eating. But I'm going to make the vegetable broth with a vegetable tortellini for those who don't eat meat. We're going to make the filling now. So again, it's going to be the same ingredients that went into the brodo, the vegetarian version, and then the chicken version. It's going to be celery, carrot. These are those porcini, also a little bit of onion. So this is one of those cipollini onions. These are those flat ones. That's what I use when I make agrodolce, the sweet and sour glaze. We're just gonna, this is all gonna get put in a food processor. So it looks like it's enough. Let me get a little bit of rosemary, sprinkle that around. Again, I don't have to worry about chopping it or anything because it's gonna get all minced up. A little bit of tomato paste, and we just want to make sure the vegetables get coated with this tomato paste. Okay, now that my vegetables are in the broth, and I put some vegetables in the oven in a separate casserole dish to roast, I can deal with the meat. So again, I'm just cubing these up a little bit. I'm going to put them right here in this roasting dish. Here's the mortadella. If you like bologna, you're going to love mortadella. Now I'm going to cut up the pork butt, a pork shoulder. I'm just going to cut these in about 2-inch cubes. I want those flavors to be introduced to the meat also. So I'll just break up the porcini, just to give a little bit of this woodsy mushroom flavor. And then I'll just break off some of the rosemary leaves. And that's going to give it some very rich flavor also. Make sure the meat gets coated with a little bit of the tomato paste. That'll help caramelize it. And we'll add a little water to it to help it get started cooking in the hot 425-degree oven. And we'll take it out when the pork shoulder is fork tender. So we're gonna seal them up here. Do a few at a time. You don't need to use egg wash. Just use a little water. We don't want them bulging, but you want enough in there so you're gonna get the flavor of the meat and vegetables. And you want these about the size so that if you wanted to, you could get one with every spoonful of broth. So then you're just gonna take them, and if you have to stretch this a little bit, do it. You just wanna seal the filling in like that. Just fold this over and then seal that. You got a little cardinal's cap. I'll put it right over here. And I'm just going to add the chicken now, because that's the chicken brodo is what most people are going to eat at lunch today. So I just want to get some good chicken flavor going here and let this boil up for, I don't know, maybe a half hour or so. Okay, so the broth is boiling. So I'm just going to add the tortellini. I mean, these are going to cook up pretty fast. We should be eating these in about less than 5 minutes. Fresh pasta will come to the surface, and after they come to the surface, let them go for about 30, 60 seconds and they'll be done. So let me take these out because they're really very delicate. Now I know this is going to be hot, but look how delicate these are. See how they fit? Made them the right size, right? They fit one per spoon. So you get a little broth, you get a little tortellini, and you're good to go. Delicious. The pasta is silky, tender, just cooked perfectly. Still a little bit of bite to the tooth. The broth is very simple. It's just vegetables and chicken. Absolutely delicious. Buon appetito. Make some tortellini and brodo for yourself.